Okay, we are live, so.
Thank you, Brian.
I'd like to welcome everyone this evening. This is a special meeting of the Summers Board of Selectmen. Today is Thursday, July 24, 2025. And I'd like to start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. Please join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hello.
Told you it was here.
So tonight we have present Director Todd Rowland, Director of Public Works and Land Use. We have Brian Wissinger, our CFO. We have Kim LaFleur, our Operations Director. And we have Kim Liddig, Police Administrator, Trooper Price, State Trooper. We also have Jeff Cartlett and Sean Curtis in the audience. Thank you for being here. So we already had an executive session earlier. We need a motion on that.
We do. I'd make a motion that the Board of Selectmen authorize the stipulated agreement presented during the executive session to settle the matter of Summers Solar Center LLC versus the Town of Summers, and authorize the assessor and town attorney to execute documents on behalf of the town.
Second.
Any further discussion on the motion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Thank you. Public comment. Do we have any of that this evening? If not, presentation by First Selectman. It's got two things I want to mention. One is Tuesday, July 29th at 6 p.m. We have the Board of Selectmen hold a public hearing on the charter revision as being proposed, and then on Tuesday, 5th of August, we have the night out, National Night Out. It's an annual celebration involving fire and police and emergency response. It'll be on Field Road Park from 5 until 7:30 p.m.
That's what day? August 5th?
August 5th.
Yeah, that thing on the 29th, starts at 6 o'clock?
I'm sorry, 6 p.m.
Yeah, public hearing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for mentioning that.
I just want to make sure of the time.
6 p.m.
Yes.
Okay, August 5th. Okay, well, I'll be on
5 to 7:30.
Yeah, sorry, I'll be on my way to Lithuania. That's where my wife's from, is
You can
Lithuania.
Calling.
Both her parents are from Lithuania.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, her dad was
Sounds like a nice time of year to visit.
Her dad was grabbed by the Nazis when he was 13 off the fields of Lithuania. Forced to work hard labor for 4 years.
Wow. That's tough. Okay. So that's it for presentations by First Selectman. Consent agenda, boards and commissions. First item is we have a resignation from Sherry Marquis of the Ethics Commission, and I've been asked to read her letter. This is to the Board of Selectmen dated July 18, 2025. Sherry A. Marquis, subject of resignation from Summers Ethics Commission. To the honorable members of the Summers Board of Selectmen. I'm submitting this letter to formally resign from my position as chair of the Summers Ethics Commission effective upon acceptance by the board. This decision is not made lightly. I've served the commission with dedication and transparency, and I remain deeply committed to ethical, accountable governance in our town. My appointment was made in good faith by the town. At that time and throughout my service, it was the shared understanding that my volunteer role as municipal veterans representative, while supported by a nominal stipend, did not constitute employment for an employee of the town. I have consistently functioned as a volunteer without benefits, without formal supervision, without the hallmarks of employment as contemplated under state or municipal law. While I was appointed to this role, it was the understanding shared by town officials at the time that I was not considered a municipal employee under this relevant ordinance. Despite receiving a modest stipend for my service as municipal veterans representative, I've served in good faith under that interpretation and have conducted my work on the Commission with fairness, diligence, and commitment to ethical governance. Only recently has a legal opinion requested by me from the town attorney suggested that the receipt of $1,500 stipend biannually disqualifies me from continued service under the existing Summers ordinance. I understand that this current interpretation offered by the town attorney differs from the one that guided my appointment. I do not dispute the town's authority to revisit such matters. However, I believe this interpretation merits further review and clarification by the board for the benefit of future volunteers. I also believe a fair and transparent discussion on the record will better serve the community and reduce confusion around eligibility and appointment standards. In the interest of avoiding further disruption to the Ethics Commission and the town governance, I submit my resignation. This is not an admission of ineligibility or fault, but as a reflection of my ongoing commitment to the integrity of town operations. I'm proud of the work I have accomplished during my short tenure, building foundational policies, strengthening public confidence, and upholding the standards entrusted to us. As a retired active duty military service member, my public service helps me to thrive in my personal and professional life. It has been a privilege to serve the town of Summers as an ethics commissioner and chair, and I remain committed to upholding ethical standards in every aspect of public life. I respectfully request that this letter be read into the public record during the next Board of Selectmen meeting tonight. My intent is not to contest the legal opinion, but to ensure that my departure is accurately understood as an administrative matter, not the result of any misconduct or breach of trust. In closing, I trust the board will take this opportunity to formally review the ordinance and establish clear guidance for future service. Respectfully, Sherry A. Markey, former chair, Summers Ethics Commission, Municipal Veterans Representative. So, if someone would make a motion to accept the resignation.
I'm happy to make a motion to accept the resignation of Sherry Markey of the Ethics Commission.
Second that motion.
Any further discussion? All those in support of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously. Okay, appointments. We have 3 appointments to make this evening. Appointment of Denise Wheeler to the Ethics Commission with a term expiring 12/22/26. I have known Denise for a couple of years now, and she's been a resident of Summers since 1954. She, I think, would be an excellent member of the commission, and she has no other job in town as far as representing a board or commission. Therefore, I think she would qualify, and I think her judgment is sound, and look forward to her serving on the commission. Would someone like to recommend her appointment?
Make a motion to appoint Denise Wheeler to the Ethics Commission with the term expiring 12/22/26.
Second.
Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. Motion is accepted unanimously. Appointment of Lisa Horan as an alternate member of the Ethics Commission with a term expiring 12/22/2027. Lisa Horan, again, has been a resident of this town for at least 20 years, I'd say. She's certainly an upstanding member of the community. She speaks at many public events. I recommend her as well. So, any we need a motion on this appointment as well.
Yeah, have you make a motion to appoint Lisa Horan as an alternate member of the Ethics Commission for the term expiring 12/22/2023.
Second that.
Any further discussion on the motion? All those in support say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes unanimously. Appointment of Tara Moody to the Zoning Board of Appeals as an alternate member with a term expiring 12/22/26.
Make a motion to appoint Tara Moody to the Zoning Board of Appeals as an alternate member with a term expiring 12/22/26.
Second.
I'd just like to say I've known Tara for probably a good 6 or more years. She's a businesswoman, very successful and articulate and very organized. And she understands the reason for her being on the board is that they have trouble getting a quorum, as Mr. Curtis would validate, who's also a member of the board. And that even though she's being appointed as an alternate member, she's likely to be called as to be needed to reach a quorum in any future meetings. Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in support say aye.
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 Motion approved. Thank you. Under Finance, Transfers and Appropriations, Mr. Wissinger.
Yeah, so the first request is for a budget transfer. These are both for fiscal 26. Budget transfer for $81,743 for the appropriate funding of various salary line items to cover the increases for the employees in those line items.
Looks good.
This was just a straight across the board increase. There were no variations to that.
Yep.
Do we have is there a final list by name of the new salaries?
Yeah, I have that as well.
Right here.
No, those are the line items, but yeah, if you want the
Just send it to me.
yep, I can send that to you.
Okay. I mean, I'm fine with it. I just like to have it just
Yep.
as a point of reference.
Okay.
Okay. I'm good with it.
So we need a
Have you make a motion to have a budget transfer request of $81,743 transfer for line item salary budget increase as we have attached.
Second that motion.
Any further discussion of the motion? All those in support say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Thank you.
And then the second request is a transfer of $5,800 from the fire department line item of cell tower rental to a newly created public works line item of cell tower rental. This is a mutually agreed upon transfer from fire to public works. The tower being housed on fire department property is why it was originally budgeted there eons ago. But the tower isn't actually used by the fire department. It is used by the public works department. Todd's the point of contact when they have maintenance or repairs that they need to do on the tower, and so it just kind of makes sense to have the line item in the public works budget versus fire department.
I must say Chief Leonard from the fire department is not here this evening because he's sick today.
Well, that makes sense.
Okay, we need a motion on this transfer.
Yeah. Have you make a motion for the budget transfer request in the amount of $5,800 for the cell tower rental move from the fire to public works.
Second that. The only comment I guess I'd have is, I know, Brian, we had this before where we moved a lot of utilities and things.
Yep.
And I think the fire chief at the time then took that and had a very large increase and took his original budget.
Yep.
I just want to make sure that we adjust the baseline so that when we do an increase next year,
Good recommendation.
Yep.
you know, that it's honest, you know, I guess is the point.
Understood.
I'm good with all this, but that's it. Okay.
Very good. Any further discussion? All those in support of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Next we have
Finance update.
finance update. Go ahead.
I will try to get through them as quickly as possible, but I haven't seen you guys in a month, so first thing, and it will come later in the agenda, but our HR person has resigned, and so at the time, she's about 60% completed with the salary surveys that we were doing. So I've taken on that work. And so we'll run through it really quickly. The comp towns that were being used were Ellington, Hebron, Mansfield, Stafford, East Windsor, and Tolland. Are there any objections to those 6 and continue using those 6? Are they,
That makes sense to me.
Suffield, no?
Suffield was not one of the comps. I mean, if we want to put them on the list, we just didn't, it didn't look like she wanted it to get too big, but also didn't want it to be too small.
East Windsor's a little more.
East Windsor's
in tune with us.
Yeah, East Windsor's on the list.
Okay, it's on the list. Okay.
Sounds good.
Because Hebron's kind of far.
Hebron's kind of far. Data-wise, looking at, and I think I still have it pulled up.
Okay, is that why?
I'm gonna say,
Yeah, they're similar to us.
Similar.
their mill rate is $29.87 versus us at 30.21. Their land area is 36.9, while Summers is 28.3, and their population is 9,564 compared to 11,303. So I think that was why it was
Our
selected.
population is more closer to,
Like 8,500.
maybe 9,500.
Yeah.
With the prison.
Right, with the
Don't count
prison,
prisoners.
if you remove the prison, ours is about 9,000, 9,500, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I don't give a lot of weight to mill rate and size, like land-wise of the town, more
Yep.
population,
Yeah.
number of full-time employees, like things like that.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, I think it's fine. Comps are hard.
Yep.
I mean, we're not using the towns we had before, which were like Darien and
Litchfield.
Litchfield and Rhea. I mean, I think these are
Yep,
true comps.
they're all in Tolland County.
Yeah. Okay.
Great.
Fine.
Good, good idea.
All right, so I'm still, at this point, I'm waiting on data from Hebron and East Windsor. I had sent both of their finance directors an email requesting the data. I haven't heard back from them yet.
If you need me to call, I will.
I'll reach out to them on Monday. I know both of them personally, so I'll reach out to them on Monday. I'm sure they're busy or vacations or something at this time, so
Get their attention.
yeah, I'll reach out to them.
I mean, my biggest concern, I think, with it, and we discussed it before, is matching the positions properly. Because,
Yep.
I mean, the towns, they're very different. An HR person in one town is very different than one in another town, especially in these small towns.
Yep.
You know, in cities, it's more like to like because they have grades.
Right.
So I think that's going to be the important matching.
Yeah.
It's not.
Right, so that's where I'm getting to. Hopefully, I can complete the data collection by the end of next week, and then begin to compile and analyze, and hopefully have something to present to you guys at the August 7th meeting. Since your August 21st meeting, I won't be here for. So my hope is to be able to present the rough draft information at the August 7th meeting. And then we can begin to move forward from there of, how we want to lay this thing out.
Bob, when are you back from your trip?
No, let me look. So I think it's a 10-day trip.
When are you leaving?
I don't memorize everything. Let me see.
Because I am not going to be here August 7th, so we need to make sure we have a quorum, too.
Yeah, okay, that could be a problem.
Yeah.
I think I'll be here.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
Which one?
we're leaving on the 5th, so I won't be here on the 7th for the select.
so we're going to have to move that meeting.
Yeah, we're gonna have to move
because
that
I'm
meeting.
gone.
We're going to move it up, like, to the 3rd. Is that what-
We could, yeah. I mean,
The 5th is what, a Tuesday?
You can move it up to,
Pardon?
We had our hearing on the 5th. Or no, this next one, I know.
Yeah,
you're
National.
leaving on the 5th. Can we do it the 4th?
You
That's
can
a
do
Monday
it the
night.
4th.
yeah, we can do it on the 4th.
Okay, I could do that, like 5 o'clock or
Okay.
something.
Yeah,
I will attempt to have everything.
Yeah,
so August 4th then, at what time?
6 o'clock.
6
5 or
o'clock?
6, whatever's best for you guys. Yeah, it's fine. 6?
For 6.
It's up to,
Let's do it at 5 then.
okay.
5 p.m. on the 4th.
Yeah,
Okay. Got it.
okay,
Okay.
Cancel the other one?
Yeah, we're going to have to. It's going to be just Tim.
yeah. Sure, I can't do much by myself.
Now,
Okay, so that's a 6
No,
o'clock
4
meeting, that's a 6 o'clock meeting, right?
5 o'clock.
Oh, 5 o'clock?
5 o'clock on the
5 o'clock.
4th.
5 o'clock.
And I'll remind you, so.
All right. Good. I got it, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And I'll cancel the one on the 7th.
And so the next, this past Tuesday, the Board of Finance approved the creation of the America 250 Fund. I gave you guys a draft handout of the policy that they approved. This explains where the contributions will come from, what the use of the funding will be, and then explains that once upon the completion of the celebration and exhaustion of debts owed out of it, that the fund will be closed and any remaining dollars will be moved back to the general fund. So
The purpose of the fund is to be able to better account for
increased
income and
transparency
expenses.
of the funds, the revenues received
The
and the expenditures, to be able to show complete transparency. We didn't want them to get lost in the general fund or anything of that
Yeah, makes
nature.
sense.
And plus, creating line items like that in the general fund would.
Do you need a motion
potentially
from us
trigger.
on this, or?
No, this is a Board of Finance
Yeah,
policy.
right.
I just wanted to give it
We've
to
already
you guys
approved,
so that you
right.
got a copy of it as
Don't
well.
we generally approve those as well? No?
Um,
Could we exercise
they-
all the oversight?
If they were any kind of actual funding, it would, but the creation of the fund is on them, and this is
Okay,
really
so
just the
appropriation.
guidelines of the fund itself.
No appropriation.
Waiting on a final draft of the ordinance from Carl for the senior and disabled tax program. I just talked to him before the executive session, and he should have something to me next week, so we'll make sure that's on the August 4th agenda to make the first presentation of that.
Okay.
Myself and Josh Rogers participated in a cybersecurity assessment for the town of Somers. It was put on by the Connecticut Military Department via the Department of Homeland Security. We participated on July 8th. July 18th, we received our final report from them. We're beginning to review it. It's a lot of documents and a lot of pages. We're beginning to review it to determine what the next steps are. The participation in this cybersecurity assessment was voluntary, but it does offer, it allows us to submit into the state and local cybersecurity grant program for any funding of
Good.
changes that may need to be made. Any recommendations that they have made that have an upfront cost would be submitted through the grant program for hope for that we would be.
What was the gentleman's name that you met with?
His name was Damian Vega, and I forget who the other guy was. I forget his
One's
name,
good enough.
but he was very knowledgeable. I was pretty impressed with it, and like I said, it's I can send you guys the documents if you want to review them too. There's 8 of them, and each one ranges from 20 to 80 pages.
I'm in good shape.
So a lot of reading.
I don't need to see it. I trust
Got
you.
enough reading.
All right.
Yeah.
And then last, the cemetery online portal is live and functioning. Coming weeks, we'll get the links added to the website so that the public can begin using it.
Now, why don't you just mention what they're going to use this for?
Yep. So that was next on my list.
Okay, great.
So it allows, there's 2 different areas. One is for grave searching. They'll be able to go in and publicly search for anyone who is buried in, right now it's only Center Cemetery. As we begin to use it, we can start mapping the others and get the data to them, and we can do that as well. Everything comes at a cost, obviously. So we started with Center because we had the most accurate records for it. But it'll allow them to search for deceased people to find where they're buried at. It actually has a geopositional location feature when you're in the cemetery. So if you, I'm going to work with Todd to get, we have a QR code that they created for us that we can hang from the current sign. People can scan it. It'll take them directly to the website while they're in the cemetery itself. They can put in the person's name, and it'll give them like Google Maps directions right to the grave.
Nice.
So that they can find their loved ones very easily.
Great.
It also offers to the public online sales 24/7, 365. So they can go in through a sales module, see the available inventory, both for the columbarium and for engraved lots, make a request to purchase. The request will then come to myself and Danny both via email.
Also shows where it's located.
Yep. We can log in, make sure that it is in fact available for sale, approve their request, and then they would be given the opportunity to either pay immediately with their credit card or select to come into office and pay either cash or check in office. We're going to schedule a session, waiting to hear when the cemetery committee is available. We're going to schedule a session with the committee, a special meeting to demonstrate the usage so that they can see it in person as well. And then also with the funeral directors, to have them come in to show them on the back end side, we have the ability to use it as a scheduling tool. So funeral directors can put in when they are going to be in the cemeteries and when they're going to have funerals, so that the landscapers or the sexton can review the calendar and see that there's a funeral at 1 p.m. on a Tuesday. It's probably a bad idea to show up with lawnmowers and start cutting the grass at 1 p.m. on Tuesday. So while they have been very kind about it, and when those things do happen, they sit and they wait. It causes a lot of downtime for the landscapers. They could be doing something else, so it'll cut down on that downtime for them as well. So we're going to invite all them out to see the system once we work on a date. Yeah.
How will this online portal allow for locating veterans?
So right now, because we don't have any veterans data, we weren't able to upload that data.
I think Mr. McCaffrey, I think, has some.
Well, I asked for it 3 years ago, and I still
so
haven't
did
got
I.
it. So when I get it, we can attach that data.
It's got the data. It's just not sure.
And we can sync that data to the graves, and they would be able to search for by branch, whether Army, Navy, whatever it may be. They'd be able to
It would
search
also be
for.
helpful in flag placement as well.
Exactly, it'll come in handy for
the Boy Scouts and
Yep,
other groups that want to
exactly.
fly
They would be
flags,
able to just run a report of here's where it is. Here's the listing of every veteran, and here's and they can go along and place the flags very easily. So.
Oh, very good, Ron. Hopefully gets that information to you.
Yep.
Thanks for all your hard work. You've done a great job.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's all I have.
That's a lot.
It
How
was
about
a lot.
the scheduled payments?
Scheduled payments.
Yep.
Okay, should we do that one?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, I got it.
Create a motion on this.
I'd happy to make a motion to approve the scheduled payments other than the amount of $1,203,080.17.
Second that motion.
Any further discussion on the motion? I've looked over all the payments and I've asked questions and had them answered. Everything looks good to me. All those in support of the motion say aye.
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 Aye. Motion passes.
Thank you.
Next, updates from boards and commissions, we have none. New business. Old business, we have none.
No, just I took it off because I was running out of room.
Good.
New business.
Yes.
Local traffic authority request. Approval price.
Oh, I'm good. So tonight we have 3 requests to the local traffic authority. I'm Trooper Justin Price, the resident trooper. I'm here with Kim Liddick, the police administrator. The first one we have for you is the Law Enforcement Ride to Remember. This event honors police officers, correctional officers, and firefighters.
They want to hold this event on Saturday, September 6th. Basically, the convoy route enters Summers from East Long Meadow via Route 286, Hall Hill Road, goes southbound to Route 404, which is Bilton Road, goes westbound, and then continues into Enfield. This event has been held over the last 2 years, going through Summers. There's going to be 500 participants. There hasn't been any major incidents in the past 2 years, and the route remains unchanged. They don't need any of our assistance. They're just seeking LTA approval, and we recommend LTA approval for this event.
Very good. We've had this before, haven't we?
The past
annual.
Yes, the past 2 years.
So you're just looking for approval of the request?
Yes, sir.
Need a motion on this.
Yeah, I'd happy to make a motion to approve the local travel authority request to approve for the Enfield Police Department to hold their annual law enforcement ride to remember. Is that all I need? Okay.
Second the motion.
Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in support of the motion say aye.
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 Aye, motion passes. Thank you. Next.
Next, we have the Fort Town Fair Parade. It's going to be held Saturday, September 13th, 2025. The parade begins at 10 a.m. We'll be closing the roads at 9 a.m. and they should be reopened around 12 p.m. The parade route is the same as past years. Basically, they stage on Battle Street, proceed west on Route 190 Main Street, head south on Route 83 South Road, continue south on Field Road, south on Egypt Road, bless you, and end at the fairgrounds. The detour is going to be Mountain View Road, Gulf Road, to Turnpike Road, to Battle Street, to Stebbins Road, to Four Bridges Road, to Sokol Road, to Main Street. The parade route and detour is unchanged from previous years. Same, there's been no major incidents, and we'll have Public Works and Summers officers on site to assist with traffic control and road closures. And we also recommend LTA approval for this event.
Make a motion to approve the request from the Fort Town Fair to provide its local and state roadways on Saturday, September 13, 2025 for the annual Fort Town Fair Parade as presented.
Second?
Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in support say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Thank you.
And there is no Great Escape road races here. We're taking the year off.
So the one that you're running.
Yes.
So no road race this year?
No. So don't show up on
I
Sunday.
just said I was going to do it this year.
I know.
Or Saturday.
You still can.
I guess I'll wait until next year.
You can run up the side of Field Road.
I only do sanctioned races. Yeah.
Now just go over to the track at the high school.
There you go.
I know it's a little early, but we have the annual holiday festival on Saturday, December 6th. I spoke with Maureen Parcell of the Summers Rec Department, looking to hold the event December 6th. Basically, the southbound travel lane of Battle Street between Daniel Drive and Main Street will be closed from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. and the northbound lane will remain open for Battle Street. We'll have one Summers officer on Main Street at Battle Street and one Department of Public Works and crew member on Battle Street at Woodcrest, elderly housing. DPW will also put out the appropriate signage, and we do recommend approval of this event as well.
I'll have to make a motion to approve the request for the approval of the Town of Summers Recreation and Leisure Services utilize Battle Street for the annual holiday festival on Saturday, December 6, 2025, from 4 to 8 p.m.
Second that.
Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in support say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Director Rowland.
Good evening, Todd Rowland, Director of Land Use Public Works. My first request is for a no parking, no standing prohibition on Watchog Road. As you'll recall, we had the residents of Carriage Drive approach us last year about the liquid manure trucks that are driving through their neighborhood.
Yeah.
So that they would be facing southbound to offload on Watchog Road and causing, drop spillage, and also the trucks are large and they felt they were dangerous. At that time, we had applied to the Department of Transportation for a through-truck prohibition. The Department of Transportation conducted a traffic study and found that Carriage Drive does not meet the warrants for a through-truck prohibition. We then came back to this body, and you had tasked us with, after hearing from the residents, with the resident trooper's office, doing a traffic study on Carriage Drive. They did that. It's included in part of your package. What they found is there's not any real speeding issues on Carriage Drive. Average speed is in the 17, 18 mile an hour speed. We looked at several other ideas on things like speed tables, possibly a three-way stop. None of those really solve the issue of the trucks going through, and the reason the trucks are going through Carriage is because they come up from Ellington, they go up a little bit on Hall Hill, turn right onto Carriage Drive, and then turn right onto Watchog, and they face the wrong way south on Watchog so they can offload their cargo onto the distributors that are putting it on the fields. In discussions with the resident trooper's office and others, we feel the best way to prevent that is to create a no parking, no standing zone on Watchog where they were offloading so that it doesn't behoove them to use Carriage Drive. That will also prevent them from parking on the wrong way on Watchog Road and give our officers something to enforce. It'll force them to have to offload their product fully on their property. They'd have to create an area, which they could do to the north. They already have a big area there that they can offload their product from.
So no guarantees here.
No guarantees, but it'll prevent them from parking. I'm sure we can step up enforcement, and I'm sure the resident troopers could do that and talk to that. But it'll give them something to enforce if there's a no parking, no standing zone there,
Makes sense.
and get the trucks to move along and not offload in that area.
Okay. We need a motion on this.
I make a motion to enact a no parking or standing prohibition on the southeast side of Watchog Road to prevent liquid manure trucks from driving through Carriage Drive.
No, I'll second that for discussion. I mean, is this for the whole length, or is this?
No, it's from Cantlewood south. Cantlewood is that's a cul-de-sac off of Watchog. Anything more than that, you get into where the drainage ditch is and the pond and everything. So it's not conducive for them to run any operations offloading because it's.
No, I'm good with that. We should probably put that in the motion just so the minutes accurately reflect.
Okay, it's from
Cantlewood prohibition.
Cantlewood south to the guardrail that begins on Watchog Road and goes into the Hall intersection.
Sounds good.
Are you okay with amending your motion?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
It sounds good.
Okay, I'll second it. I'm good with it, and thank you for this. I think the report's very well done, very thorough, and I agree with all the recommendations. So.
Thanks for all the work you've done on this.
And the cop shop.
And we'll wait and see. We'll revisit it if needed, but I think this will solve a lot of the problem.
Yeah.
And I know there's some things going on through other boards and commissions in the town, and there's other avenues, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. Any further discussion? All those in support of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Thank you.
My next request is to hire Jeffrey Catlett as the Summers Health Director / sanitarian with a starting salary of $90,000 a year. Upon successful completion of his 6-month probationary period, I request his salary be increased to $98,000. As you're aware, our former sanitarian resigned, July 2nd being her last day. We posted the ad for this position. We received 10 applications. Of the 10, Jeffrey was the only fully qualified and licensed sanitarian, fully qualified health director. Jeff comes to us with over 24 years' experience in the health field. He's currently the Director of Health for the town of Manchester, managing a staff of 13. He is a health director and sanitarian. He's kind of cut his teeth in small towns and health districts, and actually worked with Steve Jacobs years ago, helping out here in Summers at times. And I'll turn it over to Jeff to kind of give us a little background on you.
Sure. Good evening. Thank you for having
Good
me,
evening.
members of the Board of Selectmen. I'm very excited to be here. As Todd said, I started in local health 24 years ago. That's really where my passion is. My career took me in a different direction, and I enjoyed my time in the bigger towns as well. But I'm really excited to go back to my roots of inspecting. I just really love the makeup of a small town. I live in Ellington. I grew up in Vernon, so I'm very familiar. We frequent restaurants in town. We really love the community. And when I saw I was very excited to see the posting, and I was very excited to see it evolve into what it hopefully is going to become. Again, I'm very passionate about local public health, health education, and that's kind of a little bit about me.
Yeah, we're excited to have you, Jeffrey. Thank you.
Yeah, I was involved with an interview with you and was tremendously impressed. You've got an outstanding experience, background, and the only question I had for you at the time was, why do you want to come to Summers? You know, sort of like you're almost too
Well, it
good.
makes sense. You
Too
know,
good to say
in
it.
Ellington,
The answer was that you
not a
want
hard, long drive. And
more field work and you want to work in a small town. So that's a pretty good explanation. I think also of mention here, which I think is also significant, is the fact that you're an adjunct professor at Goodwin College, post-college, St. Joseph's, I think it's university now, and Bridgeport University. You got an outstanding record in both as a sanitarian and as a health director.
we're lucky to have you.
Yeah, hard to find people like yourself, I can tell you right now. It's,
And moving forward with Jeff, this would allow us to become a full-time health director. We'd have a full-time health director.
right, which we've discussed before or something.
Yes,
Yeah,
and we can
that's-
fulfill all the required functions of a health department, which we have not done traditionally.
Correct. We're really lacking in the health side. Most of hers has been great. She was on the interview board. She knows Jeff, highly recommends him, and her idea for the town was to get a full-time health director as well. So she's on board with this plan.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we sort of need two motions here. One is to,
First is the second to the last paragraphs. Second page.
yeah, one thing you left out here was the second motion, which we also need, is the motion to terminate with thanks.
With thanks, our MOU with
Melissa
Melissa
Pierce.
Pierce. Yep.
She's resigning her position?
Yeah, she's been intimately involved in this whole process.
No, I understand that, but I mean, she's willing to resign her position.
Yes.
Yeah, she's,
No, I know she's been excellent. She's
She's
really
been
helped
great.
us out.
She also was involved with the interviews, I think, as well.
Right.
Okay. So she's going to resign, though.
I will ask her to.
I mean, we're not terminating her, she's going to resign.
We can do that at a separate meeting.
Yeah, you can do that at the next meeting.
Accept the resignation if you'd like that, if that's clean.
I just don't want to terminate her. I think she's done a great
Yeah.
job. I don't want it to give the wrong impression. that-
Right, oh, no,
I
she's
agree.
been awesome.
No, she's been excellent, and we've been very thankful to have her, so, okay.
Let's have her do that then.
Good,
Submit a resignation.
okay, that works.
We'll do that at a separate meeting.
Okay, so we need a motion.
Okay. That sounds good.
Okay. No, and Jeff, I mean, I learned while I was on vacation that you had applied. I'm very, very happy. I know we met before. I know your reputation's outstanding in the field. I think making us a full-time health department, excellent for our residents. I look forward to being able to finally fulfill all of the required duties of a health department, and just really excited to bring you on board. So welcome to Summers.
And as a Manchester resident, I'm sad to see you leave. But as a summer CFO, I'm welcome aboard. We're definitely good to have you here.
We're going to have a hard time filling your position in Manchester. So.
Yeah.
But we're glad to have you in Summers.
Thank you.
Very good.
Great. So we need a motion here. Bob?
well, you want a motion here to hire
Yes.
Jeffrey Catlett as the health director and sanitarian with a starting salary of $90,000, start date of August 25th, 2025. Is that okay?
Correct.
Okay, I'll second that motion.
Any further discussion on the motion? All those in support say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I'll be part of the
Thank you for
town
being
summers.
here.
Go forward.
We're excited to have you on board.
Yeah.
Start date Monday the 25th.
Yes. All right.
Excellent.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thanks. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Yay. Good for summers. Oh, my God.
We're very fortunate.
I'm
We lucked
shocked,
out.
completely shocked.
We
just like it's a gift.
Very fortunate.
Next up, I have a request to add Michael Marinaccio, our recently retired, we don't want to let him get away,
I know that name.
former CFO.
All kinds of
Assistant
jobs.
treasurer, to the Senior Ad Hoc Building Committee. Mike's already been serving on the committee. I had asked him after we had met at the last Board of Selectmen meeting where you seated everybody, he would round out this committee, and he brings a wealth of knowledge and perspectives to this committee. I think he's a great addition to it.
Yeah, agree. It'd be nice to have him on there.
Sure would.
All right, sounds good.
Need a motion on this.
I would make a motion to add Mike Marinaccio to the Senior Center Ad Hoc Committee.
Second that motion.
Any further discussion on the motion? All those in support say aye.
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 Motion passes. Thank you.
Lastly, I have, and I promise it's the last one, as you may know, the Hartford passed a new law that's going to take effect in October that is a gas cylinder extended producer responsibility law, meaning recycling centers and municipalities now have the ability to accept gas cylinders. These are the little propane tanks used for plumbing and also running small grills and what have you. This law itself does not accept 20-pound, the typical gas grill type. However, the company that is going to be running this program will accept it. They're partnered with a different company. We've already been in contact with them to take the 50-plus empty containers we have for free. So this would be, people could bring their propane containers to us. We'll put a section at the
good.
recycling center, and
That's
they'll all
great.
be recycled and recovered.
Yeah, I'm glad, because I got one that I think that's pretty old and ready to go.
Let us get it going first.
Is there any cost to us?
No, just the operational side of, stacking them in the, we're going to make an enclosure
Okay.
for them, and they bring Gaylords for, that we stack them in. So it'll be an operational cost as far as our staff, but
How often will they pick them up?
it depends on how often we need it.
Oh.
Just like the e-waste to the mattress, we'll start with every couple of weeks and we'll see how it goes. Usually with these things, there's a big bump in the beginning and then it kind of levels out and you get more into a routine.
So this goes under additional duties as assigned as far as the workforce.
Yep.
Good. Great.
Well, we set it up so people don't have direct access. They have to talk to Rick, and then it's going to be where he can see what's going on, and then the
Yeah, that's
staff will
good.
stack them all.
Yeah, supervise
Is
it.
there an agreement that the first selectman has to sign?
Yes,
everything?
yes, there is a,
So I would make a motion that the town of Summers join the EPR cylinder recycling program and authorize the first selectman to sign any documents for such program.
Second.
Any further discussion on the motion? All those in support say aye.
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 Aye. Motion passes.
So how far into this thing with Ellington are we with the recycling center? I mean, how long has that been going on?
6 months.
Are we going to get a report coming up as far as how that's going?
It's going well.
Okay, I'm just curious, as I know when we did it, I think we said we were going to look at it after 6 months or
Yeah.
so, and
I'll get a report for your next,
just something.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
doing some things for
August.
us. We're doing some things for them.
That's good.
Even if it's in the end of August, whatever. I mean, you don't
Yeah,
have to drop
it'd be the
everything
end of
for it,
August.
but whatever,
Sounds good.
whenever you have a chance. Thank you.
Good luck, Todd.
thank you.
The next item on here is the Mr. Wissinger
Yep.
purchase agreement.
So we went out to bid for interest rates for lease package for 4 pieces of capital equipment for this year's fiscal 26 budget. It's a John Deere track mower for buildings area around here. An articulating highway roller, a Ford Explorer to replace the fire chief vehicle, and a light rescue vehicle to replace, I believe it's the Expedition that the fire department has. So it'll remove one fly car from and instead have a light rescue vehicle that they can use both for a fly car and for other purposes, very multi-purpose. We went out to bid. TD Bank was the lowest interest rate bidder at 4.08%. And so sent over all the documentation, and you guys would need to approve the resolution and authorize Tim to execute any documents that need to be signed.
For the fire department chief's vehicle, does that come with special equipment on it? I mean, how much?
Yeah, it's already got license sirens.
Yeah, lights and sirens and lettering.
He took delivery already. It's just-
The old one, the previous one, was fully decked out to be a fly car.
We don't have that now.
But we don't have that now. No, this is just for transportation. Not considered an emergency response vehicle.
But you can use it for...
What is,
It is.
not a licensed
Right, it's not a
paramedic
licensed
vehicle.
paramedic.
Yeah, the other chief had licensed it as like a paramedic
Yes.
vehicle.
Right.
This is just a
This is
emergency vehicle.
Yeah,
We're running a winning plate on it, there's nothing, it's just an emergency.
It's what a fire chief vehicle should be.
it's what it should be.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, that's true.
Okay.
And this one will be red and not black.
Okay, good. All right, so I would make a motion to adopt the resolution of the town of Summers authorizing the execution and delivery of a lease purchase agreement with respect to the acquisition, purchase, financing, and leasing of certain equipment, authorizing the execution and delivery of documents required in connection therewith, and authorizing all other actions necessary to the consummation of the transactions contemplated by this resolution, and authorize the first selectman to sign any documents to execute this resolution.
Okay, second on that.
Second?
Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in support of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Thank you.
We will have a signing party on Monday, Tim. Bring your blue
I'll save
pen.
it. I'll save it.
Bring your blue pen.
I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere. What else do we have here? So we need a motion to accept the resignation of Erica.
You gotta reappoint me first.
I'm sorry, skipped right over that.
Whoops.
You can do it just
We need a recommendation
Give a little money.
to reappoint Brian Wissinger as the town's chief financial
Oh, okay.
officer for a
That's what I was
two-year
going to
term.
do. I was going to recommend to reappoint.
As you know,
Brian.
we had a committee that met and reviewed his performance and his responsibilities, and
Unless you want to table it.
recommend that
No, we don't want to table it.
for another two-year period.
So I'd have to make a recommendation to reappoint Brian Wissinger as the town's chief financial officer for a 2-year term that expires on June 30th, 2027.
Second that motion.
Thank you, Brian. I'm glad you're here.
Any further discussion on the motion? All those in support say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. There you go, Brian.
Thank you.
2 years.
You're welcome, sir.
Next, we have accept the resignation of Erica Pascal, Human Resources Generalist, effective 7/7/25. She left very short notice. She was not feeling well. She was suffering from things that she didn't know what they were. She was very concerned about her own health, not knowing what to expect, and just a little bit overwhelmed. When you combine that with the fact that she had a big job to do here, much was expected of her, so she departed rather quickly. As you've heard from Brian, he's picked up significantly some of the work she was doing that we were counting on her for. And I was very happy with her performance and spoke to her often and was really surprised by her departure as well.
I'm sure she
But
was, too.
it was rapid, it was unexpected, and apparently necessary. So we need a motion on the acceptance of a
I have
resignation.
made a motion to accept the resignation of Erica Pascal, Human Resource Generalist, effective 7/7/25.
Second that motion.
Any further discussion on the motion?
I'd just like to point out that Kim and I are working to change the job description as well and kind of reformalize it and make it more than it is so that we can hopefully attract the right person moving forward.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And as you know, we've had 2 part-time people, and we've had
It's not
problems
working.
with departing.
It's not working.
Yeah, we need somebody full-time there. I
It's
think we need somebody
taking a lot of
full-time.
time from finance and my department, training these people, and it's just,
So I think the key is that, again, Brian already mentioned, we're talking about adding additional responsibilities. And,
Just figuring out exactly what those, what just making sure we have separation of duties, that we don't have anybody who's solely in a closet doing their thing and not being checked by anything. So it's really working out those checks and balances of what they can do versus, what they can't. So
And the human resources function is really a vital one to the functioning of town staff.
Yeah, I agree with it.
Well, all those in support of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you. Next, let Selectman Meyer speak to Angela Cahill, who I personally have seen her in action. She's very impressive, great experience, adds a lot of value to the discussion, and I think we're lucky to have her on.
Thank you. So, in my role as the chairman of the building committee for the school HVAC project, we've been working as a committee to get the project back on track. I think as people know, the project's kind of been plagued with a lot of cost overruns, I guess I'd say various problems. And I think the intention of the committee is to bring someone on board with the necessary expertise. Angela's background in her company is an architect. We have not previously had an architect. It's been recommended to have an architect to kind of oversee and manage the whole project, the design, the project management, the state grants process, and working with the Board of Ed officials, the superintendent, as well as the building committee. And, Angela's that person. So the committee voted unanimously this week to recommend to the board that we do a short-term 6-week contract with her just to get this project back on track, and then we'll revisit after those 6 weeks. So that's the contract that's in front of us, and I would recommend it on behalf of the committee.
You mentioned, too, the value that she brings to the table versus what we can maybe expect or anticipate, I guess is a better word, with regards to the fact that she can save us hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Potentially. I think
Potentially.
she's ready to hit the ground running, a lot of experience, sits on the state architectural board, just really well respected, and does a lot of this work. And I think, because of the problems, I think that there's some trust that has to get rebuilt, and I think
The committee needs this kind of support, no
a
question.
fresh set of eyes is going to be beneficial to everybody.
Yeah,
So-
especially with somebody with her background. Sounds good.
So I make a motion that the board approve the contract with STV to provide the consulting services for the Summers Elementary School HVAC project.
Second.
All those, any further discussion on the motion? All those in support say aye.
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 Motion passes. Thank you. Approval of the minutes of June 10, 2025, special meeting of the Board of Selectmen.
I'd have to make a motion to approve the minutes of the special meeting on June 10th, 2025.
Second that motion.
Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in support say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, approval of the minutes of the June 25th, 2025, special meeting of the Board of Selectmen.
I'd have to make a motion to approve the minutes of the June 25th, 2025 special meeting of the Board of Selectmen.
Second that.
Hearing, any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in support of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Next is the approval of the minutes of the July 1, 2025 special meeting of the Board of Selectmen.
Have to make a motion to approve the minutes of the July 1st, 2025 special meeting of the Board of Selectmen.
Second that motion.
Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in support of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Finally, approval of the minutes of the July 1, 2025 joint special meeting of the Board of Selectmen and the Charter Revision Commission.
Have to make a motion to approve the minutes of the July 1st, 2025 special joint meeting of the Board of Selectmen and the Charter Revision Commission.
I'll second that motion.
Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in support say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Thank you. Motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
For adjourn.
Adjourn.
Too bad.
No, for a two-page agenda, it wasn't too bad.
No, I told Bill earlier, I was like, we might be done by 7:30.
So we started at 5, so that helped.
Yeah.
With an executive session.